Another breakout at the Woodland Hills Youth Development Center.
This is the same facility where more than 30 teens escaped from on Monday. 6 are still missing this morning.
We have team coverage for you live at the scene this morning. We begin with News Channel 5's Todd Walker. Todd, I know you were live last night at 10 o'clock. You've been there all night long. What's the latest?
Well, guys, we want to point out that unlike on Monday, none of the inmates made it past the exterior fence in this case. But we now know from DCS with new information that 24 youth are now in custody in this latest incident. It started around 11:30 last night with only just a handful of those inmates, and then they helped break out the rest of those 24 from their dormitories here at the Woodland Hills facility. If you take a look at some of the video that we shot overnight, you saw that they were just running around the yard. The guards here at the DCS facility, they're really not allowed to engage the inmates here very much, so they weren't able to control the situation very much at all. It took what we now know were Department of Corrections units dressed in SWAT gear to come in here and bring the 24 back into custody. We're told that the 10 youth that were identified as the ringleaders were taken to a juvenile detention facility down in Rutherford County. The rest of the 14 that were involved are here under extra protection at the Woodland Hills facility. We're told that they broke out the same way that they did Monday night, where they kicked out an aluminum panel that's underneath one of the exterior windows. And so now they are working to reinforce those panels once again to try and make sure that this does not happen again. My colleague Deja Knight is across on the other side of the Woodland Hills facility. She just heard from a DCS press conference and has the latest on this investigation onto how this happened. Deja, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Todd. Yeah, we're across the way here in the parking lot where THP and other officials went inside and arrested these individuals. Like Todd said, 10 of them were taken to a different facility. The other 14 that escaped, they are back inside these dorms right now. Take a look at this video that we have from earlier. We just got out of a press conference not too long ago. Right now, what we know is they are understaffed here at Woodland Hills. And it's not because they want to be. They say that they're having a very hard time trying to find people that are qualified enough to come here and work here. Now, they say that, like Todd said, they're not allowed to touch these individual teens. They're not allowed to use any sort of weapon, taser, baton, anything like that. The only thing they can do is talk them down, and that is why it took a few hours before they could come up with a plan and have THP and other officials actually come in and arrest them. They do have the authority to do that. Now, those 19 kids that got, or excuse me, 21 kids that got out, they did so by kicking underneath that same window from Monday night. This all happened around the time of a shift change. They say they're going to look at the security procedures that they have here. They're going to put concrete along the bottom of the fence where the teens got out on Monday night. That way, there's no way that they can ever lift that fence up again and get out of the yard. And if you remember, 7 teens still missing from that incident on Monday. We're going to go deeper in to the security measures. Also, we talked to a former security guard who used to work here. You're going to hear from her in the next 30 minutes. We're live at Woodland Hills. Deja Knight, News Channel 5 HD.
All right.